Ladies and gentlemen, please stand in recognition of our official party and graduates. For the German and U.S. national anthems, followed by the invocation by Chaplain Drew McGinley. You may be seated. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, family members, friends, and most importantly, our esteemed graduates. Welcome to the USAG Bavaria 11th Annual Graduation Recognition Ceremony. It is truly an honor to be here with you today as we celebrate not only degrees and certificates, but the determination, sacrifice, and perseverance that brought each of you here today. Earning a degree or certificate is challenging under any circumstance, but pursuing an education while living and serving overseas requires something even greater. It demands resilience, adaptability, and commitment in ways few people fully understand. Whether you are a soldier balancing mission requirements, a spouse holding a family together through constant transition, a veteran continuing your journey of growth, or a civilian strengthening this community every day. You have accomplished something extraordinary. You attended classes after long duty days. You logged into coursework across time zones. You studied in barracks rooms, offices, kitchens, in quiet corners wherever you could find them. You navigated the challenges of life abroad while remaining focused on your goals. And through every obstacle, you kept going. Today, we honor 84 graduates who represent a rich tapestry of our USAG Bavaria community members, as well as a few graduates who have traveled from across Europe to be here today. Among the graduating class are 48 soldiers, 3 retirees, 15 family members, 6 contractors, and 11 civilians. In total, you have achieved 3 academic certificates and 80 degrees, 23 associates, 29 bachelors, 24 masters, and 3 doctoral degrees. Those numbers represent far more than academic achievement. They tell a story of discipline, sacrifice, and purpose. And within this graduating class are stories that remind us what community truly looks like. Today, we celebrate a husband and wife, graduates Mr. Quentin Brunn and Mrs. Diana Bree Palavoda Brunn. We honor a father and his sons, Mr. James Escobedo, Isaiah, and Matthew. And we proudly recognize 2 members of our own USAG Bavaria Education Center staff, Mr. Cameron Strickland and Miss Monica McCaskill. We would also like to welcome back Sergeant First Class Suwertu Muhammad, who walked the stage in 2023 for her bachelor's degree and returns today having earned her master's degree. All of today's graduates represent the strength of this community. People who encourage one another, support one another, grow together. As we celebrate your accomplishments, we also recognize that achievements like these are never earned alone. In military communities especially, success is shared. Behind every late night assignment, every exam, every moment of doubt and breakthrough, there were people standing beside you. Friends who helped carry the load, supervisors and school advisors who encouraged your ambitions, families who created a sense of home, even thousands of miles away. To all of those supporters here today, your encouragement mattered more than you will ever know. So graduates, please stand and turn toward your family and supporters so we may thank them together. Graduates, you may be seated. Today is a celebration of everything you have achieved and everything that lies ahead. Your accomplishment matters not only for your careers, but for your families, your communities, and the example you set for others who may one day follow the path you chose, setting forth your legacy. You've shown that distance is not a barrier to excellence, and that service and education strengthen one another. On behalf of USAG Bavaria Education Services, congratulations to each and every one of you. We are proud of you, and we are honored to celebrate you today. I would now like to introduce you all to our distinguished guests and staff who will help to honor our graduates. On stage, we have Chaplain Drew McGinley, Netzeberg Chaplain, Ms. Mackenzie Slay, our Master of Ceremony and Education Services Specialist at Hohenfels Training Area. Mrs. Barbara Young, the Education Services Specialist from our Tower Barracks Education Center. Mr. Mutt Raddick, Regional Director with the University of Maryland Global Campus in Europe. And Ms. Jessica Wynn from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Please join me in welcoming our Deputy Garrison Commander, Mr. Key, to the podium for his graduate address.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline, and good afternoon, everyone. Before my remarks, though, I do want to give an opportunity for Drew to come on up and offer a prayer, for the invocation, please. So, if you wouldn't mind, whether you're comfortable sitting or standing, please come on.
Please pray with me according to your own tradition. Gracious God, I thank you for the gift of this day and the opportunity to gather together in celebration and gratitude. Today we honor these graduates, soldiers, spouses, family members, and members of our military community who through discipline, sacrifice, and perseverance have reached this important milestone. Behind every degree, certificate, and accomplishment represented here are long hours, quiet sacrifices, perseverance through difficulty, and the faithful support of mentors, friends, family, and leaders. So today, we celebrate not only academic achievement, but also character, the courage to begin, the resilience to continue, and the determination to finish well. I thank you for the universities, the faculty, the instructors, and the educational partners represented here today, and for their investment in those who serve our nation and communities. I ask your blessing upon these graduates as they move forward into the next chapter of their lives. Grant them wisdom to use their knowledge with humility, integrity to lead with honor, and compassion to serve others well. Bless also the families and the loved ones who walked beside them in this journey, and may they share fully in the joy of this accomplishment. And finally, I ask for your continued blessing upon the soldiers, the leaders, civilians, and the families of USAG Bavaria. Strengthen this community and may it continue to be marked by excellence, service, and care for one another. And I pray all this according to your good will. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thanks so much, Chaplain. Really appreciate that. And really, somebody had to set the stage and protect these folks from my speech, so I appreciate you. First, before I get to my remarks, what a pleasure and what an honor it is to be with you all today. 84 graduates, this is absolutely fantastic. And I can't say enough about how proud that I am, off script, how proud I am of you all. It's just hard to do. It's hard work, and you've really, really grounded out. And I can't tell you, talking with you in hallways for those who work, that I work with, when we're out in the community, folks have been saying, hey, Mr. Q, you gonna come or you gonna come? Absolutely, I would not miss this for the world. Whether I was giving remarks or not, I absolutely wouldn't want to be anyplace else. And to the families and to this whole troop of supporters back here, thank you all so much for joining us. It really is fantastic to see this sort of outpouring of support for our graduates today. Excuse me a little bit, it's a little bit hot in here. Must be all these degrees over here. See what I did there? Okay. Yes, that one killed, that was good. Doctors, where are you? Doctors, where are you? Raise your hands, raise your hand, doctors. Doctors. Just come on, raise your hands, get in line, get in line, get in line. All right. They identify as doctors now. Their pronouns are thick and skinned. Am I not? Yeah. They know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway. Enough of those, huh? Okay, sorry. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, partners, leaders, families, and most importantly, the graduates we are all here to recognize. Today marks 11 years of our annual combined college graduation ceremony, recognizing the academic achievements of our community members, 84. To the Army Education Center team, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, as always, for your unwavering commitment to supporting and recognizing our students. Can you please give me help join me in a special round of applause for the Education Center staff? Thank you. To every graduate in this room, congratulations. Today we recognize an extraordinary accomplishment represented by academic certificates, associate, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees earned from many different institutions, but united by the common threads of discipline, perseverance, and commitment. For many of you, this achievement did not come easily. As Jacqueline alluded to, and I think she may have copied my notes a little bit. Did you check out the honor code before we? Okay. You completed coursework while balancing military service, careers, family responsibilities, and all the unpredictability that comes with this military life. You all worried about assignments and deadlines, plus field exercises, PCS moves, changing schedules, deployments, long duty days, and whether or not the Wi-Fi was going to be enough to upload an assignment at 11:58 p.m. And yet, you persevered. Somewhere along the way, many of you probably convinced yourselves, I'm just going to work on this paper for the next 20 minutes, and then about an hour and a half later, you looked up wondering where your night went. Some of you graduated summa, magna, or cum laude, and some of you graduated with a thank you, Lordy. But either way, you got it done. And that matters. Because today is not simply about earning degrees, it's about recognizing what those degrees required of you. Discipline, consistency, sacrifice, and grit. Now, while we celebrate the graduates, no meaningful achievement happens alone. So I want to take a moment to recognize the families, the spouses, children, friends, and support networks all represented here this afternoon. First, to spouses and partners who carried extra responsibilities while assignments piled up, thank you. To the families who encouraged perseverance when motivation ran low, thank you. To the children in the room who heard, I'm almost done with homework, only to discover that apparently means just order something, thank you for your patience. Because when one person goes back to school, the entire household gets a degree in patience. Your support matters. And your fingerprints are on these accomplishments too. I also want to recognize the leaders in the room. The commanders, the first sergeants, the supervisors, and civilian leaders who encouraged education and professional growth. The leaders who understand that developing people is not separated from readiness, but that it is readiness. The leaders who support soldiers and family members pursuing education after long work days, and who encourage tuition assistance, flexible scheduling when possible, and continued self-development. Graduates, I want you to recognize something important. You are an elite company. Do not undersell the value of what you have done. Educational attainment at these levels, associate, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral, is meaningful. Within the broader American population, each of these achievements places you among a relatively small percentage, and smaller with each higher level of attainment. Percentage of people who chose to persist through challenges and complete higher education. But do not see this accomplishment as the finish line. See it as proof that you know how to grow, because your educational experience instilled discipline when motivation disappeared. Some of you can agree with this. This may sound familiar. Discipline instilled discipline when motivation disappeared. It taught you how to think critically, how to research, how to solve problems, how to work in groups, how to collaborate, and most importantly, it taught you how to continue moving forward when things became difficult. And those lessons extend far, far beyond the classroom. They matter in leadership. They matter in service. They matter in our families, and they matter in our communities, and they matter in life. So whether this degree helps you earn a promotion, prepare for transition, strengthen your professional expertise, or simply prove something to yourself, do not stop growing. Keep learning, keep reading, keep asking deeper questions, keep investing in yourself, please. Because the people who remain curious, humble, and committed to growth are the people organizations trust, communities depend on, and others choose to follow. And finally, take time to celebrate this achievement and smile knowing that there's no discussion board post due by midnight. Although, if our military communities are known for anything, it's accomplishing hard things and then immediately signing up for the next hard thing. So I suspect at least a few of you are already thinking about one more degree. So to every graduate here today, I'm super, super proud of you. We're all proud of you. Your families are proud of you, your leaders are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves. Congratulations on this incredible achievement, and once again, well done.
Thank you, Mr. Key. We appreciate your words of wisdom and guidance for our graduates and their supporters. This graduating class embodies resilience. Reaching this day required balancing the heavy demands of work, home, and family. It meant sacrificing sleep and personal time. Every graduate sitting here today has a unique story of grit, showcasing exactly how they stayed the course to complete this mission. To share her perspective on this journey, please welcome our student speaker, Master Sergeant Crystal Simpson.
Good day. I'm Dr. Master Sergeant by my children. They couldn't get my rank right, so they say Professor, Dr. Master Sergeant. Okay. I currently hold a doctoral degree in psychology with emphasis in cognitive and instruction. My dissertation centered around Black women who self-identified as a strong Black woman and how it impacted their holistic health and wellness. During my research, I explored different women and asked them a series of questions. And during this time, I got a lot of their stories. Just like a lot of us in this room, some of their stories were about hurt, laughter, and pain, but most of all, the resiliency they had to use to get to where they were. However, there was one story that stood out to me. It was a young lady who was a Sergeant First Class at the time during my research, and she currently held a Master's in Business Administration with a concentration in project management. She said she saw a young lady in the store in BDUs who looked like something she wanted to be, and that goes to where representation matters. Because of her life, she had a young daughter while in high school. She didn't have the support she needed to join the military. Her mom and her father were both addicts and alcoholics. However, she did have siblings that bond together to help her strive to get what she wanted. However, as we all know, you cannot join the military as a single parent. So she joined the reserves once she was able to get that support from her family. While in the reserves, she learned of the educational benefits, and she went to the local community college. After taking the placement test, this young lady stated that although it was a 2-year college, she would have to be there for 3.5 years due to taking several developmental courses. During this time, she would get married, experience her first deployment into Iraq, and welcome her second child. While doing all of this, she also experienced an abusive relationship, so that relationship ended. She said during the hardest times of her life, she had a recurring dream from when she was a young lady, when she was a child. While in school, in 3rd grade, 2 men walked into the classroom. When those 2 men walked into the classroom, her teacher got down to eye level and told her that she was now being moved back a grade. She said she was being moved back a grade because she didn't even know how to spell her own name, let alone know anything other than her nickname. When she walked into that new classroom, all the kids was laughing. She said that tormented her, and through everything, she felt like where she was in life at the time was back in that classroom. She will go on to achieve the education she needed. However, it did require her to do extra. Outside of the books that the teachers gave, she had to go to the library and get other books. She recounted a time where she had to read her first novel, and she said it took her over a month because she had to ask her younger sister for help on spelling out the words. She then learned of a thesaurus which helped her understand comprehension. She stayed in the military. She promoted to Master Sergeant. She currently holds a PhD in general psychology with emphasis in cognitive instruction. I stand in front of you today having read over 400 books last year, and I have read over 92 as of this year, and I have written 4 books, as well as received an email just recently from the NCO Journal that my article will be published. I stand before you telling you that resiliency is important. Representation is important. More than anything today, trust the path that you are on. Loving and respecting yourself and understanding who and what is the most important thing in this world is yourself. It is priceless. When you have that much pride and respect for yourself, others around you take notice. If you look at the Army Leadership Requirement Model, it covers the attributes and competencies, but the one that stands out to me the most is presence. However, being a leader is not only about presence, but it's also about learning how to be a good follower. Our presence is felt when we walk into rooms. Our presence is felt when we are at home with our family. I tell my soldiers, what you do today is based off what you did yesterday, but it only affects what you do tomorrow if that's what you allow. Okay, I have one more analogy. Remember, I'm a psychology major. But being smart is not knowing everything, but having the ability to learn anything. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Doing what you did was not a light task, and not everyone can do it, but they should. Congratulations.
Thank you, Crystal. You are a true example of grit and perseverance. We appreciate your words of encouragement to press on when the path grows harder. Graduates, are you ready? The time has come to recognize and honor our graduating class. To our guests, we ask that you please hold the applause until the graduate's name, degree, and school has been announced. We will first recognize the graduates of our Garrison academic institutions who have completed an undergraduate, academic certificate, and associate or bachelor degree. The graduates with the University of Maryland Global Campus will now be honored by Mr. Radig. We will begin with the academic certificates, followed by those who have earned an Associate of Arts in General Studies. Sheldon Adrian Malcolm Brown, undergraduate certificate, German language. Jennifer Toslim Stojak, undergraduate certificate, clinical mental health care. Kaide Ade Yahoo, Associates of Art, General Studies. Sarah Afi Say, Associates of Arts, General Studies. Shaquille Agard, Associates of Arts, General Studies. Jayshawn Bennett, Associates of Arts, General Studies. Rosemary Ann Douglas, Associates of Art, General Studies. Brittany Lee Dahmer, Associates of Art, General Studies. Santeria Jones, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Ashton Lewis, Associate of Art, General Studies. Ian McCoy, Associate of Arts, General Studies. George Muin, Associate of Art, General Studies. Joseph Osei Tutu, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Azizi Sambi, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Kayla Uri Arte Perez, Associate of Arts, General Studies. We will now recognize the graduates with the University of Maryland Global Campus who have earned an Associates of Arts in Computer Studies. Isaiah Escobedo. James Escobedo, Associates of Arts. Zachary Escobedo. We will now recognize our graduates who have earned a bachelor's degree. Michael J. Neely, Bachelor of Arts, English Literature. Thajas Adlam, Bachelor of Science, Social Science, minor in Psychology. Cesar Antonio Cantillo Pera, Bachelor of Science, Social Science. Evelyn Christina Howell, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Tyreek Lighty, Bachelor of Science, Management Studies. Manu Reese, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Cameron Strickland, Bachelor of Science, Computer Networks. Patrick Ulrich, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Health and Safety. Our Education Services Officer, Jacqueline Rodriguez, will now honor our remaining graduates for their associate and bachelor's degree. Norman Nyasani, Bachelor of Arts, International Relations and Global Security, American Military University. Francisco Perez, Bachelor of Arts, Transportation and Logistics Management, cum laude, American Military University. Maria Parker, Associate of Arts, Early Childhood Care and Education, American Public University. Savannah Crane, Bachelor of Arts, Business, Dean's List, Delta Mu, Delta Honor Society, American Public University System. Sam Hunter, Bachelor of Science in Accounting, American Public University System, cum laude. Nathan Hamland, Bachelor of Arts, Organizational Leadership, summa cum laude, Arizona State University. Jessica Wallace, Associates of Applied Science and Medical Coding and Billing, Central Texas College. Teva Amorio Condori, Bachelor of Science, Human Resource, Colorado State University. Ethan Salatalou, Bachelor of Science, Colorado State University. Monica McCaskill, Associates of Science, Health Sciences, Dean's List, Excelsior University. Gover Hurtado, Associates of Science, Law Enforcement Administration, Palomar Community College. Vincent Biggs, Associate of Applied Science, Small Group Management, summa cum laude, Purdue University Global Campus. Quentin Broom, Bachelor of Science, Professional Studies, magna cum laude, Purdue University Global Campus. Diana Bree Paladova Brune, Bachelor of Arts, Social Work, magna cum laude, Salisbury University. Christopher Castuleja, Bachelor of Science, Leadership, cum laude, Trident University International. Christopher Heath, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration Management, Honor Society, Dean's List, Park University. Ricardo White, Bachelor of Arts, Entrepreneurship, University of Arizona Global Campus. Myra Aquino, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Dean's List, University of Phoenix. Lionel Jason Ruiz, Bachelor of Science, Emergency and Disaster Management, magna cum laude, Upper Iowa University.
Go Peacock!
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our undergraduate recipients. We will now honor those students who have earned their master's degrees. For students who receive a master's degree, there is a special hooding ceremony meant to signify their mastery and accomplishment of an advanced degree level. The hooding ceremony originates from the 12th and 13th century, when universities were taking form in Europe. The hooded robes, often required for warmth in unheated medieval libraries, were the first practical uniforms for scholars as they studied and produced written works. The hood that forms part of today's academic dress is evident of that history. Universities later added colors in the hoods to distinguish the field of academic study. The US standardized those colors in the late 19th century. During today's ceremony, you may see the velvet edge of a hood with a tan color for the Masters of Business Administration, or a deep gold for a Master of Science. The satin field and chevron of the hood lining represents the university or college school colors. Today we will honor this tradition in our graduates with a hooding ceremony as part of their recognition for achieving their master's degree. Assisting us with the hooding ceremony today is Chaplain McGinley. Will those graduates receiving a master's degree please stand? They are standing because they're smart.
They are not smart. Why?
Tyrone Atkinson, Master of Science, Acquisition and Contract Management, University of Maryland Global Campus. Brenda G. Hubbard, Master of Science, Health Information Management and Technology, University of Maryland Global Campus. Keenan Walker, Master of Science, Human Resource Management, University of Maryland. Elena Michoud, Master of Business Administration with highest distinction, University of Maryland Global Campus. Ziratu Yahya Mohammed, Master of Business Administration. Robert Negley, Master of Business Administration.
I love you, boo.
Javier Salas, Master of Business Administration, Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, University of Maryland Global Campus. Ezroy Fillion Rogers, Master of Arts, Supply Chain Management, Dean's List, American Military University. Chaplain McKinley and Jacqueline Rodriguez will now honor our remaining graduates for their graduate programs. Kinsley Walters, Master of Arts, Human Resource Management, Dean's List, American Military University.
I love you, Dad.
Our IT genius, Randall. Isabel Akins, Master of Education, Elementary Education, Grand Canyon University. Michelle Sizemore, Master of Education, Administration and Supervision, Alpha Kappa Eta, Chapter of KDP, Liberty University. Melita George Tulanshu. Anderson. Diana Anderson, Master of Science, Social Work, Salisbury University. Jose Palomino Ponce, Master of Science, Social Work, Salisbury University. Hannah Marie Wessels, Master of Science, Social Work, Salisbury University. Camille Solak, Master of Legal Studies in Healthcare Law, University of Oklahoma. Felix Valencias, Master of Business Administration, University of the Incarnate Word. Moses Aloabu, Master of Science, Cybersecurity with an emphasis in data analytics with highest honors, Webster University. Nicole Plaza Bahania, Master of Arts, Teaching, Elementary Education, Western Governors University. Kelly Plorin, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Western Governors University. Solange Mindy, Master of Science, Management, Concentration in HRM, Wilmington University. Margarita Hurtado, Master's in Business Administration, Southern New Hampshire University. This concludes the hooding ceremony and recognition of the master's degrees. Lastly, we have the distinct honor to recognize 3 individuals for earning their doctoral degree. This marks the completion of the highest academic degree, signifying expertise in a specific domain and the creation of original research. This achievement marks the transition from student to scholar and means they are the world's leading experts on specific dissertation topics. Will our remaining graduates please stand? Crystal Simpson, Doctor of Philosophy, Grand Canyon University. Darnell Dean, Doctor dedication, education leadership with high distinction, Liberty University. Angelica Mason, Doctor of Education, University of Phoenix. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please give one last big round of applause to our doctoral graduates.
Yes, yes, all of that. As we close out today's ceremony, I want to direct your attention to the end of the program and say a special thank you to the people and organizations that help bring the vision to fruition of a recognition ceremony to properly honor our graduates today. A huge thank you to religious support offices, chaplains, for use of the beautiful Netzelberg Chapel. Special thanks to Sergeant Ray, who is working behind the scenes in the sound booth today. The Public Affairs Office and AFN Bavaria for helping to spread the word for today's ceremony. Their tireless effort exceeded our expectations for the turnout. And then, of course, Vios for capturing the photographs of the occasion so they can be cherished for years to come, and for recording this event so that friends, family, and co-workers who could not join us today could still see their graduates walk. The Garrison Schools for their support of today's ceremony and reception, our distinguished guests for coming out to honor this wonderful milestone, and finally, the Education Center staff, led by Ms. Barbara Young. Your passion, care, dedication, and professional support today made it truly special. Graduates, please rise. As a final symbolic gesture of your accomplishments, please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left to signify your official transition from students to graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now conclude today's ceremony with the playing of the Army song in our recessional. Immediately following the ceremony, we invite you to join us in the back of the chapel for Cafe and Kuchen. We also welcome you to enjoy our photo booth to commemorate today's graduation. Please stand for the singing of the Army song and remain standing for the recessional of our graduates and distinguished guests. Please remain near your seats to allow the graduates down the aisle to the back of the chapel for their group photo.